What's going on? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct, and this is going to be the reading for the sign of Sagittarius in the month of March. And it is also a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things that help the channel out. Let me know you're watching in some type of way. I like all that good stuff. If it doesn't resonate with you, then you can kind of check out one of my old videos for Sagittarius, or a new one that'll be coming in the future, or check out your rising sign, your moon sign, all those other signs that we like to check out, right? What else? You guys go follow me on Instagram if you're not already following, and if you like, what you see with the cards, you want to see behind the scenes, Chris Anthony 14LBS, Chris Anthony 14 pounds. I want to see all of my YouTube family over on IG. Personal readings are also going to be open to the general public, so if you want a more direct experience with me, you want to get a more personal, clarified reading, then go down to the description below. My email will be there with directions. All right, we're going to hop right into your energies. We're going to start with the present energy, Sagittarius, like we always do it, and then jump into some of the futuristic energy, but everything will be present and futuristic at the same time. All right, let's do it. Starting off, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So Wheel of Fortune energy, hopefully you guys can see that without a problem. That's crowning your reading, Sagittarius, so I do feel like you have a shift that's coming in for you in the month of March, and I know you always hear that, like a shift, a transformation, something is happening, but you do have a shift that's happening this month for you. Some type of change is taking place when it comes down to your world, I believe. Now, this could have something to do with a cycle that you're in, a new cycle that's beginning, and another cycle that's simultaneously ending in your world. And to me, because it is clarified by the Strength card, I like how that Strength card looks. It's kind of like different. But it's being clarified by the Strength card, so to me that just feels like you're coming into a new cycle where it feels like you're taking your power back. You're coming into a new cycle where before, let's say in the old cycle, if you felt powerless in some area of your life, you felt like you had no control over it, and things were just happening around you, things were changing on their own. I feel like now you're coming into a place where it feels like you're taking your power back. Maybe this is from a situation, from a person, anything like that. I feel like you're standing more in your power. You're coming into a cycle where you're going to be standing more in your power, more in your authority, and just taking control back in areas of your life where maybe it felt like they were out of sync or out of control, right? So I do feel like that's happening. These are also two major arcana cards, so there's some type of universal shift that's happening around you. Maybe it's kind of going to be out of your control a little bit, but it's actually putting you into a place of power. So I like when I see the Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of like that revolving door. That's kind of how I see the Wheel of Fortune, and one thing has to be leaving out of your life while another thing is coming in. Or one cycle has to be leaving while another cycle is starting at the same time. So that's happening. Let's see what the other cards suggest and see how everything aligns with that. Right below that, you have the Queen of Wands in the middle of your energy, and that's definitely representing you, Sagittarius. That fiery, passionate queen that rules from her passions, the Queen of Wands. But I like the Queen of Wands because she's like the polar opposite of the King of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is one who is passionate in nature and goes after her passions, chases after the things that make her feel passionately, but she does it from a place of receptivity. She does it from a place of attractiveness and manifesting things into her life. So I feel that this could be a season that's kind of shifting for you, and it's kind of different because on one side it's kind of like this new cycle is shifting you into a place of power, into a place of taking your power back. But at the same time, it's kind of wanting you, or the energies are kind of still wanting you to kind of like sit back a little bit and take a more receptive, almost passive approach, but it's not a passive approach. It's kind of like, it's a feminine energy, the feminine principle, and you could be male or female listening to this, but the feminine principle is one that is more receptive, is one that attracts things into your reality, is one that uses the power of manifestation to bring things into your life, right? So the Queen of Wands is passionate. She's also a social butterfly, the social butterfly of the tarot, and it's crazy because Capricorn got the same thing too. So you guys may have some type of crossover that's happening with Capricorn, but the Queen of Wands is the social butterfly of the tarot. So she goes about making connections. She's very attractive. People are drawn to her energy, and that's how she get the things that she needs to get done in life done. She does it through collaboration, through connections, through networking, right? So this may be in a time where you're kind of like taking control of your life and you're coming into your power, but your power is being displayed maybe to the world as the Queen of Wands. It's kind of like you're displaying your attractiveness. You're putting the vibes out. You're using the law of attraction. Excuse me. You're using the law of attraction to kind of like bring your world into you, bring the things you desire into you, right? But that's a very powerful position, you know? So it's just a different display of this power as opposed to the King of Wands, who is kind of like out there like, let me go get it, let me grab what I need, let me go after it, let me chase it, let me put the work in, let me, you know, everything with the King of Wands is kind of like out going to get it. With the Queen of Wands, she's kind of still moving about, but she's kind of like, let everything that I need come to me, let me attract it in. So this is kind of like the position you're taking on, especially when it comes down to love. Two of Cups. All right, so you have the Two of Cups energy, and that is actually the clarifier of the Queen of Wands. So definitely when it comes down to some type of love connection, no, sorry about that. This is the Ace of Cups, but they look like the Two of Cups lovers. All right, so my fault, correction. That's the Ace of Cups. So there is some type of new beginning that's happening around your emotional life, and it could be very well your love life, like I was saying, because in the picture, these two look like lovers. So it's something that you are choosing to receive at this period in your life, and it could have been caused by that Wheel of Fortune energy shifting, something new beginning in your world, a shift, a new cycle that you felt kind of coming into the month of March or ending in February. And it's kind of putting you in a place where you are more receptive to love. You could be more receptive to an emotional connection. You could be more receptive to just an attraction that's happening or taking place, because the Ace of Cups usually represents a brand new beginning, bringing in some type of wish, you know, some type of emotional fulfillment, or just a major love connection, right? So for some of you guys, you could just be taking on that Queen of Wands energy, and it's making you be so attractive that you have like new love coming in, or you're open to new love or a new love connection. For other people, this could be representing just something emotional that's coming in that's bringing you fulfillment. It doesn't always have to be a love connection, right? It could be some type of job or career that's coming in, and kind of like you're attracting in this new position, or attracting in, you know, a new career path, or a new collaboration that you're doing with somebody else, but it's making you feel like you're on top of the world. It's making you feel like you have a brand new start, and it's fulfilling to you, right? So this is a new beginning. It could be new love, it could be new business, new job, something like that, but whatever it is, it's making you feel emotionally fulfilled, right? And you're attracting this in. It's kind of like you're manifesting it, and you're loving. If it's a person, it's kind of like you're loving being showered, or you're loving kind of the attention that this new person is giving to you, because I see the Queen of Wands just sitting there, and she's just like enjoying how people are attracted to her energy, right? Because she knows she's very attractive. You know, she knows she has that attractive nature about herself, and because she knows that, it's kind of like when people come up and they're drawn to her like a moth to a flame, she's like, she enjoys the attention, right? So you guys are enjoying this attention, because I think for a while you haven't been in that place where you have been, you know, feeling like you're attractive. You haven't been in a place where you've been feeling that energy of people looking at you, or all eyes on you. You know, maybe in the old cycle you were in, it feels like you were kind of like pushed to the back. You could have been like a wallflower, where you were just kind of blending in a little bit. But this new cycle is coming, and it feels like it's pushing you to the forefront, and you're just carrying this more attractive vibe about yourself. Especially if you're in this love connection, then this new person could just be attracted to that energy that you're having, and you're kind of liking it, right? So that kind of makes sense. And then we move on. We have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups energy usually represents some type of disappointment, right? And I feel like this could have been in your past where something didn't work out like you wanted it to work out. It could have been something that you kind of were regretting or something from the past that you wanted to work out, but it just kind of spilled over. This is usually the card of crying over spilled milk, where you kind of just regret the things that turned out. So maybe in the past it was something emotional that you wanted to be more emotional fulfilling, maybe a relationship, maybe a job, anything like that, where you tried to work to make it happen, but it didn't work out. It kind of spilled over. Your emotions, didn't get fulfilled, and it wasn't a secure place to be in. And so in the past, I think you could have been thinking about what didn't go right, what didn't happen, and kind of neglecting this new cycle that I think wanted to come in, because you also have over here the Four of Cups energy. And the Four of Cups is the energy of just ignoring any new offers that come in, right? Let's say if this was a relationship, or people coming in trying to offer a relationship to you or offer love to you. Maybe in the past you were in a place where you're like, you know what, I'm good. Like, I'm focusing on other things. Or if it was like the Five of Cups energy, you were like, you know what, I'm good because I'm still focusing on the past and what went wrong in the past. So those feel like past energies to me. But then with the Five of Cups, you have the clarification being the Ace of Wands. Hopefully I'm not jumping around too much for you guys. But the Ace of Wands is a new beginning, and it's a new passionate beginning. So you have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands, which is crazy, right? So both of them represent new beginnings, and one is a brand new beginning coming in from the universe for your emotions to bring emotional fulfillment. The other one is a passionate new beginning that you have that's coming towards you, right? So if this has to do with this love connection that I'm seeing right here in the middle of your spread, then you're getting both emotional fulfillment and passionate connection with this new person that's coming into your life. If it doesn't have to do with love for you, then it could just be something new that you're doing, some new project, some new job, something you're involved with, trying to build some new creative thing that you're investing in, and it's bringing you emotional fulfillment. Is almost like the universe wants to use this new thing that is coming into your life to fulfill you emotionally and passionately, right? So yeah, this is a shift. Like, with you having this Wheel of Fortune right at the beginning, I see the wheels turning, and it's kind of like bring you into this new season that you haven't been in for a long time, where you have this strong connection with someone, or you have this strong connection with something that's it's igniting you. Like, it's igniting your emotions and igniting your passions at the same time. And that's a crazy combination, right? Like, so you guys could feel like you're on cloud nine for the month of March. You could feel like you're on top of the world a little bit, because yeah, you're very attractive, and something is coming in to meet you with this attractive energy that you're putting out. Like, someone is coming in to meet you, like, because they're attracted to your energy in some type of way, right? So right underneath that, we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands usually represents you waiting for your ships to come in, or your ships coming in, right? And I feel like at this very moment, because you have the Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands, your ships have arrived. The things that you've been waiting on, or the person that you've been waiting on, or just the part of life that you've been kind of like waiting on and daydreaming about and wanting to manifest, you're actually in a place now where you can receive those, where it can manifest into your life. And if you can see this person, like, they're just seeing everything come to them, because that's that Queen of Wands energy. They're sitting there waiting for the ships to come all the way to shore, but they know that it's right there. Like, the ships are docking, like they're coming to the dock, and you have all this new energy coming towards you, and you're just there being in a place where you can receive it. And I feel like in the past cycle that you were in, you were not able to receive this new beginning that's coming towards you. So that's why it wasn't happening. It's kind of like you had to wrap up some of the old karma that was in your past. You had to wrap up and close out this old cycle that you were in, where you were giving your power away in some type of way. You were giving your authority away, giving your attractiveness away. It's kind of like you were trading it in for your focus on the past in some type of way. And some of you guys could have been kind of like stuck in the past a little bit. That's what I'm feeling. But now, because you're choosing to let go of this past energy, you're choosing to go with the flow, choosing to shift, and the wheel of fortune is coming in to shift you, whether you like it or not. For the month of March, it feels like you have this new, brand new energy coming in towards you, and you're so receptive to it that it's like it's just coming even more because you're allowing it to come, right? It's kind of like you're not rejecting this new offer that's coming in. You're not rejecting these new opportunities that are coming towards you. And because you're not rejecting it, then it's kind of like it's doubling up. It's like, well, you can get more now, and you can get more, and you can get more, right? So, yeah, Eight of Wands is all coming your way. It's coming fast, coming quick. Quick communications, right? Back and forth communications. These usually represent text messages, emails, phone calls, whatever it is, coming in quickly, coming in fast, right? And you're just in a place where you can receive it all, so it's kind of like it just keeps coming, coming and coming and coming. So all of these are connected, right? Let me show you all these cards. Let me do it in a way where it's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of how I see it. Right? So you have communication is coming in towards you, and it's bringing you emotional fulfillment, and it's igniting your passions at the same time. Right? So something is happening with either, like I said, someone or something that's making you feel like you're on top of the world because it's fulfilling so much to you. Like, and a lot of times, like, let's say if it's a connection, sometimes in connections, like a lot of times we only get fulfilled in one area, you know, like we can have like a very deep emotional connection with somebody, and then we're just fulfilled in that, and we're like, that's cool. But then when you have it on more than one level, when it's like an emotional connection plus a passionate connection at the same time, it does something different, right? Like it has a more of a like abundant or more powerful effect on you. And that's what's happening. Like, and it's all coming in at the same time, and it's all coming in fast, right? So yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling for you right now, Sagittarius, with this present energy that's happening right here, right now in the month of March. You're getting bombarded with energy, and it's igniting your emotional world, and it's igniting your passionate world at the same time. And you're just kind of like, I like it. Like, I want more of this. Like, so you're so receptive to it. And I like that energy, for real. Yeah, let's keep it moving. That's all I feel right there. So then we have the Two of Wands, right? So Two of Wands here could be representing a new beginning, a new start, a new path that you're thinking about embarking on, right? The Two of Wands usually is talking about a place that you're in where you're getting ready to go on a journey, you're getting ready to embark on this new path, but you're still in the point of like making a decision because you're in between two poles, right? So there's two routes that you can take, but it's kind of like you've already made your decision with one of the routes, which is why you're holding on to that pole, but you're wanting to get more information. So it's kind of like this new opportunity or this new person that has come in. Maybe you're kind of just learning so much about it or them, and you're just finding out everything about it, like doing your research before you kind of like commit all the way. You just want to know as much about it as possible. But this person has already made the decision, right? They just haven't like embarked on the journey yet because they haven't left their backyard yet, right? They're looking out on the ocean, looking out towards the new start, dreaming about the new beginning, but you know, it's still kind of like in the beginning phase, is what I'm feeling. That's clarified by the King of Wands. So I feel like it could be someone that's like that. This is who you're thinking about. Could be a fire sign, but somebody like I was saying that's kind of like matching your energy. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, right? We have them both. Sorry about my shaky cards. I'm kind of like stretching to show it to you guys because the camera is all the way over there. But yeah, this feels like it's somebody who's there, who's coming in, and you could be thinking about this new beginning, this new start with them. If it's not a person, then it could just be, you know, something that you want to pursue passionately, that's connected to something that you're passionate about. So like I said, if it's a job, if it's a creative opportunity, if it's a career, you feel a lot of passion towards this new path, and that's why you've already made the decision, but you just haven't embarked or started to go all the way or commit to it yet. But you know it's something you want. You just have to continually get a little bit more information about it and continue to think about it and continue to do your research before you actually embark or commit to this journey. And that makes sense. Then we have the Ace of Swords. So you have another ace in your future energy. So you have aces everywhere. The only ace that you don't have is the Ace of Pentacles. But you have 3 aces in your reading, Sagittarius. So this is talking about a new beginning in your mind, right? Truth coming through. Truth piercing through the darkness or piercing through the veil and causing you to have a brand new perception about something. This could also be causing you to have to end a period of being indecisive, because clarifying the Ace of Swords, you have the Two of Swords, right? So the Two of Swords usually represents a decision that you need to make. Like, do I go with this or do I go with that? Or do I go down this path or do I go down this path? Or do I choose this person or choose this other person? So it's some type of like clarity that's coming through with this Ace of Swords that's making you just know exactly what it is that you want, exactly the path that you want to go down, the road that you want to travel, who you want to be, like how you want to, you know, move forward in your life. And that's happening in your future energy. So it's a lot of new beginnings that are starting, and it all came in because something shifted with the way that you view yourself and the way that you take your power back. Because you took your power back in the month of March, and this is happening now, is bringing in so many new beginnings, like having to do with your emotional world, with your passions, with your mental world. You know, it's like so many things evolving within you at the same time because you chose to kind of like put yourself first, put yourself up on a pedestal. You chose to understand your worth, right? And that's making you so attractive that you are manifesting all these new beginnings and these new energies to do whatever you will with it, right? It's kind of like all the aces, they usually represent the max potential because it's right at the beginning. And you could do so much with this energy that's coming to you in the month of March that you can grow a business, you can grow a relationship, you can grow a new career or job, you can grow your self-development, you can do whatever you want with it, right? And it's kind of like a great place to be in, Sagittarius. Like, I'm loving it for you guys. Then we have the Justice card coming in. So I feel like this Justice card is here because this new karmic cycle is beginning, right, with the Wheel of Fortune. And you have so many major arcana here too. It's crazy. But the Justice energy is bringing you some justice, bringing you some balance, maybe to this new cycle that you weren't experiencing in a older cycle that you were in. Maybe you felt like you were dead wrong, or you weren't paid your just due, or things were not balancing out in your life and you felt like you were doing so much but getting so little, or anything along those lines. I feel like now the universe is kind of like, okay, we'll pay you for that. Like, you get the check, right? You get the the checks and the balances are coming in, because this new cycle is starting up for you, because you're choosing to value yourself and put yourself first. Then everything is checking out, and it's kind of like bringing balance to your world, to all the places that were out of balance, right? So it felt like you were just losing. So that's putting you in a place where you can just have a sigh of relief. Like, I see you just like in a place in March where you can rest. Like, you can take a big deep breath and be like, wow, like you can actually chill out a little bit, you know, energetically. I feel like maybe before this you were in a place energetically where you were kind of like just stressed out a little bit, you know? Because when we don't put ourselves first, when we don't, you know, take our power back from situations that feel like they took our power from us, then we can be like antsy and anxious and stressed out and not calm, right? But now I feel like because this justice is coming in, you just are so calm, like, and because all these new beginnings are happening, so much new energy is coming in, and you can do whatever you want with it. It's kind of like, you're like, wow, like I feel so relaxed. I feel so chill. And it's a type of relaxation and rest that you haven't had in a long time, right? So I'm loving how this card is looking right here. Your mind is at ease. Like, some of you guys are going to be getting better sleep than you have gotten in a while, because it's kind of like this new cycle is bringing you so many gifts, and you're just like, wow, like, I'm feeling this. Like, I like this. That's all I keep seeing. Like, I see you guys being like, I like this. Like, this is cool. This is a great feeling, right? So yeah, ending it up for your last card, we have the 10 of Pentacles, right? So 10 of Pentacles is here. Hopefully you can see that. 10 of Pentacles is finances. So you have every single place that is here that's being kind of like, Sagittarius, what have you been doing? Like, your emotional world, you have a new beginning in that. The world of your passions, you have a new beginning in that. Your mental world, new beginning in that. A renewal, a rejuvenation, like a rebirth is, when I say new beginning, that's what I mean. And then you also have your Pentacles being on point. 10 of Pentacles. So, like, every area is being covered. I think this is what you were owed or something. It feels like the universe owes you. Like, you owe me. Like, and you're being paid. Like, you're being paid with all these new beginnings in every single area of the tarot, every single area of the human being and our existence on life. And even in your Pentacles, right? So 10 of Pentacles usually talks about the vision that you have for yourself when it comes down to stability, security, material wealth, you know, and you have the clarification with the Queen of Pentacles, which is all about the coins. So inside of that world, you're taking on a place where you can balance everything that's coming into your life, everything that's coming into your world. You can do it to where it won't affect your finances. In fact, it'll actually push you forward even more into your material wealth, right? Because you have all these new great things happening. Like, you have fulfillment in your emotions, fulfillment in your mind, fulfillment in your passions. And so that's going to be affecting your coins. Like, your coins are going to be increasing with that 10 of Pentacles coming in, because everything around you is just so new, so fresh, so fulfilling. And the Queen of Pentacles is the one, if anybody could, that could balance all this happening at the same time, because the Queen of Pentacles is the master balancer, if that's even a description. But she balances the work, the play, she balances the home with the personal and the business, with everything is balanced and in harmony with the Queen of Pentacles. That's what she is the master at. So I feel like all these things are happening around you, and you're able to balance it all at the same time, even though at times it could be overwhelming when this much goodness, this much greatness, this much excitement, you know, this much passion, emotional fulfillment, mental tranquility is coming in at the same time. And you could be kind of overwhelmed, but then you have the energy of the Queen. Okay, so sorry about that, Sagittarius. What I was saying, I I think my camera cut out on me. But I was saying you're able to balance all these different energies, right? At the same time, because you're taking on that Queen of Pentacles energy. So that's how you know you deserve everything that's coming in towards you, because you're actually at a place where you're ready for it. You know, if you would have got this many new beginnings, this many like blessings or like great energy surrounding you when you weren't ready for it, it could have like thrown you out of whack. It could have like thrown you all the way over here, then all the way back over here, and then just left you like out of balance, right? But the Queen of Pentacles here is telling me that you're ready for all these new beginnings coming into your world, all these gifts from the universe, and you're ready because you can balance it all and receive it all at the same time. Your receptor has like grown to such a, you know, a major way to where you can receive all this love, receive all this passion, receive all this newness, and not be thrown off by it, because you know that you're worth everything that's coming your way, right? So yeah, we'll end it right there. I think this reading is probably like long. I don't know. I didn't check the time. But yeah, happy March, Sagittarius. Thanks for your patience if you made it this far in the reading, and if you were waiting for this reading. Definitely thank you. And for everybody that likes, share, and subscribes, thanks for all your support for the channel. I'll be checking back in with you guys maybe mid-month. I think we're coming up on mid-month, so it may be next month, Sagittarius. So until next time, Chris Anthony checking.